Hello, welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. It is 11:13 p.m. and this is going to be a two-part vlog. It is December 8th. Yes, and this is going to be a two-part vlog. It is going to be something that I don't normally do. Part of it is going to be me doing a what's on my iPhone, and the other part is going to be my opinion of my new iPhone 16 Plus after having it for a week and a half. I'm gonna just give my review of it in comparison to, I was way behind on upgrading. The phone that I just upgraded from was the 12 Pro Max, so I'm just going to give my reviews and my opinions on the differences between the iPhone 12 Pro Max that I had for 4 years and what I use on the iPhone 16 Plus, which is the same thing I use on iPhone 12 Pro Max. I'm just giving my opinion and my reviews on what I use on the iPhone. I'm gonna go ahead and let me turn this TV down. I'm gonna go ahead and do the first part of, actually I think I'm gonna just try to go ahead and bang out the whole thing real quick if I can. I was gonna do the half of what's on my iPhone, but I feel like I need to do the review first because it wouldn't make sense to do it that way. First of all, this is, like I said, iPhone 16 Plus, and I didn't want it in the black, but they didn't have any other colors at the T-Mobile store where I live, and I'm just too impatient to wait for them to mail it to me. So I settled for the black one, but I did get this cute outer box symmetry case on it, and this is the front view. And my very first impression, just based on outside appearances, I obviously don't like that it's black. I've never, well, I'm not gonna say never, but I haven't had a black iPhone since the 3GS back in 2009. All of my iPhones since then have been white, gold, rose gold. I don't do masculine colors, but like I said, I was just too impatient to wait for them to send me whatever color I would have chose. I don't like that. I don't like the double cameras on the back. It's dark in here. I should probably turn on the light, but I don't want to. But I don't like the double cameras. It kind of, this design to me kind of goes back to an older model iPhone, in my opinion. You know, my coins wouldn't let me get the one with the 3 cameras that costed a little bit more. I don't really like that design of the 2 cameras. It is what it is. I'm having a little trouble with the top side button on when the phone is facing me. It's on the left, but if it's out, it's on the right. This button right here, because I'm not used to there being a button right here. I'm used to just the power button on if the phone's facing me on the right side, if it's outwardly on the left side, but I'm not used to this button up here. So I just got to get used to it, like I'm pushing it all the time on accident. So I got to get used to that. Weight wise, this phone is so much lighter than the 12 Pro Max, and I wish that I had a 12 Pro Max here with me while I'm doing this review, but I traded in I don't have my 12 Pro Max anymore. I didn't want to keep it because for what? Somebody else could use that phone. But weight wise, this phone is way lighter, so that is a big plus. And I like that there's more screen on these newer ones versus the iPhone 12s, because you know the strip piece was so much bigger or wider, so it was less screen. So I like that, and it just looks sleeker without having that big piece going across the top. I haven't used this side camera button yet, but that's a great feature if you know you're that lazy that you can't just push this little camera button right here, which is kind of ridiculous. I probably won't really ever use it, or the other side piece at the top. So for me, it's just there. I guess it's a great feature to have, and I think you can change it to be something else. I'm not sure. I know you can with this one at the top, but I don't think you can change this one actually though. I think that this is just camera. So I don't really understand why I have two camera buttons when you have the one here and then to have it right here. I don't really, to me that doesn't make sense, but hey, for those that are that lazy, I guess it's great for you. The actual camera itself is so much better on the 16 in comparison to the 12 Pro Max, given we're talking about 4-year difference. You know, they make updates and changes to these phones every year, but for me, coming from a 12 to the 16, the camera is like day and night as far as how fast it is. It's so much quicker. And my favorite thing about the 16 camera in comparison to the 12 is, and if you're like me where music is such a big part of your life, anytime I leave my apartment, I always have my music in my ears. I don't go anywhere without my AirPods or my off-brand AirPods, whatever. I need music anytime I'm not home. If I want to vlog or take a video and I'm listening to my music with the 12, the minute you open the video app, it stops your music. But with the 16, if I'm listening to music and I open the video, my music is still playing. And for me, that is just such a big deal, because it sucks if I'm listening to music and I open the video and it stops my music. It kind of interrupts my vibe, my mood. And I love that with this phone, with the 16, you can take videos and still have your music playing and it won't interrupt your music. And then another thing that I also like, but isn't really a big deal, but it's a nice feature, is if you are listening to music and you open the video and you shoot a video, the video doesn't pick up the music that you're listening to. It records as if you're not listening to any music. So I don't have to go back in. If I'm doing a quick little vlog video, I don't have to go back in and mute the audio because it's playing the music from, or it has the music from whatever I was listening to. It records it without the music. So that's a dope feature also, but I just really love that I can still listen to my music and shoot a video at the same time. Like, to me, that is A1, baby. What else? I don't know if you could do this with the 12 because I knew nothing about it, but I love that you can make the apps be so dark. Like, I have it on dark mode, and you can go in and put the color that you want and make, like, I love how dark that is. Like, that is such a huge plus for me. I just love the look of it, and you can go in and change like the color, like the backdrop color. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but they're a pinkish color. I didn't want to do, because gray is my favorite color, but I didn't want to do gray because it would just look dull. So I put like a light pinkish color, and it's all blacked out, grayed out. Like, I love that. So for me, that was such a good feature. Also, the flashlight, I'm still debating on if I think the flashlight is better on the 16 or the 12. I kind of think it was a little bit brighter on the 12. I could be wrong, but I feel like it was a little bit better on the 12. And I do think that the audio is better on the 16 though. I think it's a little bit louder on here. But for me, those are probably the only differences I see, or that I can really give my opinion about, because I'm not one of these people who like dig into their iPhones to try to find the differences, and I don't know about megapixels and all that kind of stuff. I don't even use any of the camera features. I just open the camera and shoot, or open the video and shoot. I don't use none of the other stuff. Like, I don't know nothing about that kind of stuff. I'm just giving reviews on the things that I use on my phone. And I will say also, like, the video, like, I have a Snapchat open right now. The video is, I don't have it shooting, but it is clear. And I will say, like, you can be further away with this phone and it looks closer. You know, you don't have to zoom in to try to get it as close as you want if you're far away. Things look much closer than what they really are, and it's just so much clearer on the 16 than the 12. But I mean, I do feel like Apple doesn't do like huge upgrades with their phones. It's like very basic upgrades. They don't do anything where you're just like, oh my god, it's just such a big upgrade. They may change the look of the phone a little bit, but like, as far as like the differences between this one and that one, this is a 16 and that's a 12. Came out 4 years apart, and there really aren't like big differences 4 years apart. And even from like the videos that I've seen of other YouTubers that do go in and talk about megapixels and dimensions and all that stuff, when they took like side by side pictures of, I think somebody did like a 16 and a 12 and a 16 and a 15, it's really not that big of a difference. One is just darker and one is lighter, but it's really not much of a difference. But I will say also another thing that which I don't know how old these ringtones is, because I've had my phone on silent mode since 2019. I just decided to turn the ringer back on when I got this phone a week and a half ago. Before that, my phone had not made a sound in 5 years, other than like the alarm to wake me up, or if I set an alarm for something. But other than that, my phone had not made a sound in 5 years. The ringtones, I don't know how old they are, but there's a lot of new ringtones over the last 5 years. So that's a good upgrade. All the new ringtones, like I said, I don't know if they came in last year, the year before that, I don't know, because my phone has been on silent mode since 2019. It's nice that they did finally add some new sounds and ringtones and all that, so that's nice. That's my review based off of what I use on the iPhone. I'm sorry that I don't do all the crazy extra stuff that these other YouTubers do when they do like reviews of their updated phones, but I'm doing a more realistic of what I use day to day. I'm not somebody that's digging in my phone to try to figure out this and that, and I'm just not into all that kind of stuff. But this is just a realistic review, opinions of what I use day to day. I also, and again, I don't know how long this has been. I know it's been, I'm not sure, but my guy friend, he has, or my honey, whatever we're gonna call him, he has the iPhone 12 Pro Max also, and he has his screen similar, his lock screen, where you can put more than one thing, like the widgets. I didn't know anything about that until I got this phone, but he has a 12 Pro Max also, so I know that that has been on there for a little while at least. It's new to me, but it's not new, but I don't know how long that's been a thing. But that's a nice feature also. Some YouTubers like that you can put your widgets and stuff wherever you want them, versus like when you used to drop them, they used to go to a specific spot, and now you can put them where you want them. I personally don't really care about that so much, as long as I could put them like in the category that I want, but I don't really care where they drop at per se. But I mean, I guess for those people that's a great thing. But I'm definitely excited to finally have a new phone. I've never had the same phone for 4 years. I used to upgrade every year, but you know, when money gets tight, you gotta wait. I'm just happy to finally have a new phone. That is my review comparison of iPhone 16 Plus in comparison to iPhone 12 Pro Max. And I love it. Definitely can't wait to get some more cases. And this is the outer box symmetry, and it is pink, and it has like some glitter on it, and it has a rose gold MagSafe. I do like that too. I've never used a MagSafe charger. I'm gonna use my guy friends when he comes back over here. I'm gonna use his just to use it. I'm gonna eventually buy one. I want to get the stand one. That's nice, but iPhone's had that for a little minute, but I think I only bought one case that was MagSafe for my 12 Pro Max, but I never used it. So I don't think I'm gonna do this in 2 parts now, because I'm already at 20 minutes. Yeah, I guess this will just be 1 part. I'm sorry if that was all over the place, but I don't do these kind of vlogs, y'all know this. But I'm just trying to have some content for Vlogmas, and maybe step out of my comfort zone a little bit also. I'm gonna just end this vlog here, so I hope that you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 6. Okay, so I'm not showing my face with this one because I'm just adding this in, but I wanted to throw this in as a part of my review of my new iPhone 16 Plus in comparison to the iPhone 12 Pro Max that I had before I got the iPhone 16 Plus a week and a half ago. And this is the charger. I forgot to include it yesterday, but I wanted to give my review and opinion of the charger that comes with the newer iPhones. I love this charger for a few reasons. The biggest reason that I love it is because it's rope material, and it is just such an upgrade from these, I'm not sure what this material is. I want to say some type of maybe plastic wire, or I don't know. I mean, these are okay. I've had this one. I have 2 like this. I have one over here. It's plugged up behind my couch, or on the side of my couch, but they're the same material, but this one is much longer. One came with my MacBook Pro and one came with my iPad. That's why I'm not using this one. That's why I forgot to add it yesterday, because I had it put away. But these are good chargers. I've had these since I got my iPad and my MacBook Pro 4 years ago, and they still work just fine. If you take care of them, they're gonna work. I mean, 4 years later, and I'm still using them, and I use them for anything that uses these newer chargers. They do last, but I like a rope material for a charger better than this material. I feel like this will last a lot longer. This will probably last 10 years if you take care of it, because it's rope. It's not gonna be so easy to break, and I just think it looks better, it feels better. To me, it's just a better material for a charger. I think all chargers should be rope, in my opinion, at this point. So I love that, and I love that now pretty much all accessories and electronics are using this charger versus the, particularly for the iPhone, the old charger, which is this. And I still have to keep a couple of these because my mouses for my MacBook Pro and for my iMac still uses the old iPhone chargers, so I still need to keep them. I don't know about the newer mouses. They probably use these chargers. I don't know, because I've had these again for 4 years, but I have to keep a couple of these old iPhone chargers because that's what my mouses need to charge. But I love now that most electronics use these chargers. Like both pairs of my earphones both use that same one. So I love that I only need one charger across not all of my electronics, because like I said, my mouses use the old iPhone charger, but like now both of my earphones, my iPhone, my MacBook Pro, my iPad, they all use these chargers. And I just think it's just so much more convenient having most of your electronics use the same kind of chargers, so you don't have to have all these different kind of chargers. So I also think that that is a plus, that now the new iPhones all use these chargers. So that's also another plus with me upgrading from the 12 Pro Max to the 16 Plus, is it's now a universal charger, because these are becoming the new universal chargers. Those are my reviews of the chargers for the newer iPhones and the chargers that come with the new iPhones. The rope material, I think it's amazing. It feels good, it looks good. It's just, to me, I feel like all of electronics should use rope chargers. And like I said, I love the more universal of everything using this kind of charger. Just wanted to throw this in really quick, and I'm gonna put this away because I'm not gonna use this until I need to. Or maybe I'll put it in my purse and it could be for on the go. I guess that's a good idea. Put it in my purse and it could be for on the go. Just wanted to throw this in really quick because I'm actually finishing up editing this vlog right now, but I wanted to throw this in. That's it. My review comparison, my review of iPhone 16 Plus in comparison to iPhone 12 Pro Max. I will see you in my next one. I hope y'all are having a good night if you're still up. Hope you had a good day. If you're not, I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I will see you in Vlogmas Day 7. Bye.